What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning into the Local Crown podcast, where we're going to teach you how to wage war on your competition and earn your local crown, also known as the top spot on Google. What's going on, guys? It's your man Trey Carmichael over at Local Crown LLC, and today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what our press release process is. So, let's say you listen to these recordings. You know you want a press release for your business, you don't really want to write it, and you're trying to figure out what the next steps are. So, if you would like us to handle it for you, the first thing you're going to do is head over to thelocalcrown.com and go to our services page and find our press release offer. You're going to find the button that says I'm ready. And it's going to take you to the page where you're going to be able to find all of these recordings in one place again, so you can review if needed. But if you've already listened to these via the podcast, all you're going to need to do is head over to that services page, find the press service, hit I'm ready. It's going to pull up a form, and you'll be able to pay for your press release. It's going to be $350. You will also have an option to add on a promotional image design package for an extra $100. If you opt into this, we will create you at the very least 2 promotional images for your press release. You will also be able to use these images for social media and whatever else you would like, of course. If you do not select this option, however, you will need to email us images for your press release to media@thelocalcrown.com. Now, just so you know, the images that you send us have a good chance of showing up in the Images tab for Google search results when you Google yourself down the line. Also, one of the images that you send us will need to be a square image because it is going to show up beside your press release in the Google News tab. So, after you pay for your release, you will be taken to a form. Please make sure that you fill out that form as detailed as possible so that we can make the most of our time when we have our actual media call. What you're going to do here is submit information about you, your business, what you have coming up, what you're actively doing in your community, if you have partnerships coming up, and anything else you would like us to know and take into consideration when we write this release. You are also going to want to include all of the links that you would like included in your release. You can use up to 3. That means you can give an SEO boost to up to 3 websites. After you submit this form, you're going to be taken to a Calendly page where you can schedule a 15-minute media consultation with a Local Crown representative. In some instances, we may even have more than one of our team members attend this call just to make the most of our time. On this call, we will go over the selected angles, or we will go over the already created rough draft. We will also provide you with a small segment of local media contacts for you to reach out to yourself or to have your team reach out to, and we will go over some of the best ways to do so. This small segment will include some TV stations, some radio stations, and potentially some newspaper contacts. It is up to you to reach out to these people and get yourself a placement. In any case, after this call, when the first draft is completed, we will send it to you and you will be able to make any quick edits you will make via Google Drive. Or you'll be able to offer us feedback so we can make some changes. Finally, if you like the release, you approve everything, all you got to do is give us the thumbs up and we can get it scheduled. After we get your release scheduled, sometimes it can take a few days to get approved by editorial. But once it gets approved, it's hitting the desks of hundreds of journalists and news outlets around the country. And you and your company have finally made the news. If you have more questions about this, send an email to media@thelocalcrown.com. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you learned something. If you have questions, email us at info@thelocalcrown.com. And if you want to get featured in our publication Inside the Empire, alongside John Lee Dumas, the entrepreneur on fire, Jayson Waller, the CEO of Power Home Solar, Sharon Lechter, Dan Caldwell, the man that started Tap Out, and the limitless man himself, Jim Kwik, for free, then head over to thelocalcrown.com/become a contributor.